Let's quickly have a conversation about new LLC business loans from credit unions that pull personal experience.
One in a million, one in a million, one in a million. You know they're coming up to me, cause I'm just the kind of flower that's stinging in the beat, but the rhythm's getting higher. Go, 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 go. One in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million.
Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka. Now let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to speak to you about new LLC business loans from credit unions that pull personal experience. This is important. So, number 5, we have Connecta. Our score 7.9 over 10. One thing we love about Connecta is their customer service. We also love the fact that they have a diversity of new LLC business loans. The only thing is that their business loans are collateralized, so they don't want to take risk. So they do not offer any unsecured business loans for your new LLC. So, but if you are interested in collateralized business loans for your new LLC, Connecta could be a great destination for you. Okay, so they offer SBA loans. They offer CRE loans. That's commercial real estate loans. This is really important. So for the SBA loans, you can have up to 90% financing available. You have loan amounts up to $5 million, and this is backed by the United States Small Business Administration. Okay, you can use the cash for a lot of things. Obviously, you got to be a member of Connecta, but you can use the cash to finance inventory, refinance existing debt, long-term working capital, furniture and fixtures, machinery and equipment, acquisition of owner-occupied commercial real estate, and acquire businesses. So if you are a new LLC and any of those activities sounds interesting for you, you might want to apply for an SBA loan. Connecta, as I said before, they also offer a CRE loan. So basically, in terms of commercial real estate loans, they actually can cover multifamily over 4 units, manufactured housing communities, office and retail, and light industrial and self-storage. So this is kind of cool. So in terms of the CRE loan details, you have $1 million to $10 million, terms up to 15 years, amortization up to 30 years. They have a fixed 3, 5, and 7-year rate with resets available. Okay, no prepayment penalties, full recourse. But again, those loans are collateralized. Okay, so one thing I want to say here is that you can also, so when you think about Connecta, you want to think about a credit union that offers more than credit. They actually are trying to have a business banking relationship with you. Okay, so this is a great institution to consider if you are trying to make things easy by putting all your businesses and personal banking under one roof. Okay, we're speaking about checking, savings, money markets, and certificates, personal credit cards with either cash rewards or no fees, business credit cards, business loans and lines of credit, and whatnot. Fantastic. Connecta, our score 7.9 over 10. Number 4, we have here Andrews FCU. Our score 8.6 over 10. We love Andrews. We have been our team members have been part of Andrews for the last 30 years. Great institution. So when it comes to your new LLC business loan from a credit union such as Andrews, one thing you need to understand is that they will work with you. Okay, so you can apply for a secured or unsecured line of credit. You can borrow to buy real estate. You can purchase business vehicles. So those are the 3. This is the trifecta whereby Andrews can help you out. Now, we always, based on our experience and the experience we have accumulated personally, but also in terms of the advice we have given to hundreds of businesses over the years, it's better to always contact Andrews. You want to have a contact person, okay, so that you have a clear idea of what they want. So you need to speak to a business loan rep, and you have to specify whether you're looking for a business loan for your new LLC or a business line of credit. And you need to always think about the payments you can afford. See, if you are a new LLC business, you probably are not generating enough revenue yet. So it's important to actually, so that means what? The cash flows to repay the loan should come from your personal assets or the business assets. So be very careful in terms of pricing, in terms of strategy. Okay, in terms of repayment strategy, this is where having a conversation with an Andrew's loan rep can help. Okay, you can ask them all questions. They are very responsive. They're very friendly. They will work with you. They will ask you some kinds of questions, all kinds of questions about your business, your tax ID number, your EIN, your business plan. They might also ask you to provide a business loan proposal. So everything you can actually provide. This is fine. So, but everything starts with you contacting Andrews FCU. Okay, and they have 3 types. Just to remind you, they have 3 types of business loans for your new LLC. They have a secured or unsecured line of credit, business line of credit. They have a commercial real estate loans. Okay, you can borrow to buy real estate, or you can purchase business vehicles. So this is equipment financing, business equipment financing, business vehicle financing. Okay, and just make sure that you contact them, and yeah, they'll take care of you. Number 3, we have here Bethpage FCU. Our score 9/10. So when you think about Bethpage, one thing we love is the diversity of business loans they offer to existing LLCs, but also new LLCs. Okay, and they pull personal experience. And so when we talk about Bethpage, we have 4 main categories of business credit that we want to consider. You have term loans, business term loans. Okay, so the term loans gives you the easiest way to actually access funding, and making regular payments, making regular repayments over a set period of time. Okay, you can take advantage of their low rate loans. You can expand your new LLC business in ways that meet with your goals and vision. You can buy or refinance equipment. You can acquire additional assets. You can make capital or leasehold improvements. Okay, and so this for the business term loans. They also offer business vehicle loans for your new LLC. Okay, so here you have a flexible terms up to 84 months with low rates, of course. They also give you business lines of credit for your new LLC, so you're able to actually access a revolving line to borrow and repay as needed. You can use that to finance gaps in the collection of receivables. You can acquire more inventory for sale. And what we love about the Bethpage business line of credits is that they offer secured and unsecured options. So depending on how you want to structure the deal, they'll work with you. And they also offer CRE loans, so commercial real estate loans. Okay, and they do owner occupied or non-owner occupied. So what I'm trying to say here is that Bethpage is an all-in-one financial institution, a credit union that will take care of you if you have a new LLC and you are looking for business loans. Okay, and the cool thing here is that they have a friendly customer service as well, based on our experience, based on all the conversations we have with their people over the years. We're not speaking here about only 5 years. We're speaking about 10 years, 15 years, easy. Okay, so Bethpage is a great institution. So just remember, you have 4 kinds of business loans you can get from them if you have a new LLC. So there's business term loans, business vehicle loans, business lines of credit, and commercial real estate loans. Very important. Number 2, we have American Heritage. Our score 9.2/10. So when you think about American Heritage, I want you to think about 2 types of business loans for your new LLC you can get from them. 2 primary types of business loans. First, they have their business term loans. Okay, this is your standard business term loan that allows you to borrow and repay over a set period of time. Okay, and you can use the cash to consolidate existing debts, purchase equipment, or acquire other long-term assets. And here they have financing up to $50,000. And based on our experience, you can actually borrow more if you go to a branch and you have had a long-term relationship with them as of the date of the application. And for term loans, there are no origination or annual fees. You have flexible terms available with competitive interest rates. You have fixed monthly payments, and you have fast approvals. Fantastic. So besides the business term loans, you also have your business lines of credit for your new LLC. Here is how you can finance short-term working capital. You can finance on-demand equipment purchases or utilize the cash for overdraft protection. Totally up to you. You have flexible terms available with competitive interest rates, and you can borrow funds on an as needed basis. This is basically a line of credit, okay? And funds repaid are available for borrowing again and again and again, obviously up to your available credit limits, okay? So one thing you need to understand here is that American Heritage will work with you depending on your situation, but please make sure that you contact them first before applying. Okay, you need to build a relationship with them first before applying. So let's say if you want to apply for a business loan for your new LLC, now you better start the relationship yesterday. So the thing is, if you want to apply, let's say 1 month from now or 3 months from now is the time to start building their relationship and ask them what kind of requirements they have, so that at the right time when you apply, you are certain that you are going to be approved. This is really important. And one thing I also want to say is that, remember, with American Heritage, we rate them very high, but they're not giving you a lot of cash. I mean, their business term loans are capped at $50,000. But again, at least if you get 50 grand, that's wonderful anyway, right? I mean, American Heritage is not a national credit union. They are a mid-tier credit union, so they don't have they don't have the same risk-taking strategy as, let's say, a national credit union like PenFed or Navy Fed. Okay, I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another session of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation about the new LLC business loans from credit unions that pull personal Experian. Number one, the best of the best in our view, NASA Fed. Our score, 9.5 over 10. What we love about NASA Fed is that they have a diversity. They have a large constellation of business credit products for new LLCs. Okay, so let's say, if you need financing for various day-to-day operations, you want to take, for example, the working capital term loan from NASA Fed. So they actually have different rates and term combinations. Okay, so they will have a loan that work for you, and you have loan amounts up to $1 million. You have terms up to 5 years. You have fixed rate and variable rates loan available. Depends on what kind of deal you want to structure with them. And they also have business vehicle loans. So whatever type of vehicle you need, they can provide financing with low rates and flexible terms. So here we have loan amounts up to $250,000, and this applies to new and used loans. Okay, up to 100% of vehicle book value. You have fixed rate and variable rates loans available. Okay, this is kind of cool. So we kind of love that. And the only thing is that business credit cards and loans are only available for approved industries and businesses within Maryland, Virginia, and the District of Columbia. So with NASA Fed, you kind of have some kind of geo restriction. However, if you have an online business, or you have operations in other states, they will qualify you. So besides the working capital loan, business vehicle loans, business equipment loans are also good. Here you can actually borrow up to $250,000. So you have new and used loans up to 100% of equipment value. This is kind of cool. So they will help you finance small and large equipment purchases. They also have a floor plain line of credit. Here we have lines up to $2 million. Okay, so you have short processing time for advances and payoffs. This is kind of cool, and you can receive up to 80% nada clean trading value. You also have revolving lines of credit for your new LLC. So this here, you can actually you have lines up to $2 million. Okay, this is really good, and you have the flexibility to finance up to 80% of collateral, and including equipment, personal real estate, and inventory. And you also have the overdraft lines of credit for your new LLC. Here you have lines up to $5,000. Okay. You have to link this to business checking though. This is really important, and you have immediate access to your full approved limits. Fantastic. And let me just quickly give you an overview. Let's just have a clear conversation about what we're talking about here. So when we If you are trying to get a small business loan for your new LLC from a credit union that pulls a personal Experian, it's important to first have a clear idea about what your Experian credit score is showing or your Experian credit report is showing, right? It's very important. So everything starts from there. But after you've done that, please pay attention to your cash flows. In other words, do you have poor cash flows? If you do, then you want to think about actually remedying the situation first. Also, I want you to think about expensive equipment costs, advertising fees, hiring, emergency funds. See, if you are a new LLC, you want to think about those things in advance because they do play an important role later on. And if you want to get a business loan from a credit union that pulls personal Experian, please calculate how much you need. This is important. Are you looking for a business expansion? Are you looking for let's say operating expenses? Are you looking for loan refinance? Think about how much you need, okay? And write a business plan. A business plan is always going to help you, boss. It's always going to help you actually understand the situation yourself, so you have a clear idea of what kind of business loan and how much you can apply for. You can apply for at the credit union. And I want you to consider repayment terms, things like the loan type, the business profitability, the business type, and how long you have been operating, okay? And whether you have income as a business owner and your credit history. Now, when we speak about loan types, you have to think about the term loans, micro loans, SBA loans, business lines of credit, invoice financing, equipment financing. So those are important, especially if you are a new LLC. You want to have a clear idea about those concepts before you even start applying for business loans at a credit union. And the best of the best is to always talk to a financial advisor. You want to talk to a rep. You want to talk to someone at the credit union that you want to apply from. And that way you have someone who really understands your situation and understands also their requirements, and they can try to find trying to strike the right balance between those two worlds. And this is important because the bottom line is you want to be approved for this business loan for your new LLC, but you need to articulate your needs, and you need to help the rep help you get the loan you need and deserve. And here are some pro tips for you. Very important. Those pro tips are really important. They will help you get the loan that you need all the time. You want to decide on the type of loan. Don't you go into this whole equation not having a clear idea of the kind of loan you need. Are you looking for a term loan? Are you looking for an SBA loan? Okay, this is important because those play an important role. And remember, an SBA loan is guaranteed by the United States government through the SBA. Are you looking for a short or long-term online loan? Obviously, in today's conversation, we are speaking about loans from credit unions that pull personal Experian. But if they don't approve you, you still need to get that cash anyway through another source. Okay, so you need to consider short and long-term online loans. You need to consider also invoice factoring arrangements. This is important. Not a lot of credit unions offer that, but if they do, this could be a great opportunity for you. And so after you've done that, you need to apply for the loan. Okay, choose a credit union where you want to apply. Get your documents ready. Very important. You want to gather your paperwork ASAP so you have a clear idea of what you are getting yourself into. And once you've done that, just submit the application. Now, a lot of people say you can do everything online. Yes, that's true. But you can start the conversation online. But if you are trying to apply for a business loan for your new LLC at a credit union, it's just a lot better to do it over the phone, or even better, way better, do it at the branch. Okay, so you want to go to a branch, you want to schedule an appointment with a loan rep, and you want to ask all kinds of questions. Because the thing is, if you have a new LLC and you are trying to apply for a business loan online, chances are you might get rejected because the algorithm, the credit union algorithm, doesn't have enough data about your business to make a decision. Okay, so basically, it's just better to have a human being, a live person, look into your data and provide the best solutions for the best the best odds for your approval. This is really important. And one thing I also want to say before closing today's conversation here is that when we talk about applying for a new LLC business loan from a credit union, please make sure that your new LLC is legit. Make sure the business is legit. Make sure it has an EIN. It has the proper licenses and permits. Okay. Make sure it does. Make sure it has all the important elements that make your new LLC legit. Before I close today's conversation, please check out our loan evaluation approach. We have a strict method on this show when it comes to analyzing, categorizing, and listing business loans from new LLCs or existing LLCs. Please check this out. So let's recap here. So we are talking about the new LLC business loans from credit unions that pull personal Experian. Number 1, we have NASAFed, 9.5 over 10. Number 2, we have American Heritage. This is a 9.2 over 10. Number 3, we have Bethpage, 9 over 10. Number 4, we have Andrews FCU, 8.6 over 10. And number 5, we have Connecta. Our score is 7.9 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. God bless you, and I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.